Hi, I'm Karen Rice and welcome to my acrylic painting channel. This painting is going to be a tutorial and it's an abstract acrylic painting with palette knife and it is suitable for beginners. And I'm going to be using some very simple materials to inspire you to paint this simple seascape using some basic colours. And these are my materials. I'll give you a full list of these materials in the description below, along with Amazon links if you'd like to purchase any. Shall we get started? I'm using a canvas board, 12 by 10 inches. I'm going to put a few blobs of acrylic paint straight onto the canvas, just so I've got a tonal sort of background painting to get me started. A white canvas can be very intimidating. I'm using a large brush with a little bit of water to cover this canvas. Try and get all the paint. You can use whatever colour you like, a mid-tone, a light tone. I'm using blue because it's a seascape and I want to bring out the blue of the sky and the water. So I'm just going to cover this, and once I've covered it, I'm going to give it a blow dry, ready to start my drawing. I'm drawing with the brush. I've got a small 1/4 inch brush here and I'm using a bit of the white and blue, and I'm painting a little bit of distant land there and then some rocks, just to position some rocks in the sea. This painting is completely from my imagination, but it's been inspired by lots of seascapes I've painted and photographed. I'm using a bit of the white and the blue, mostly white, just to sort of blend in, wet on dry, in the sky, using my 1/2 inch brush. It's a flat brush. I'm just touching a little bit of yellow here. It's made it a little bit of green, but don't worry, this is an underpainting. I'm just getting in this first layer of acrylic painting. I'll be doing another layer of the sky once this is dried. And the reason why I do this is because no matter how skilled you are, the canvas, the blue of the canvas will still pop through, or the white of the canvas. So you kind of need to do at least a couple of layers unless you're using very, very thick paint. So I've just added a tiny bit of red to that blue, just to kind of give it a bit of warmth in the sky at the top. I've rinsed my brush and I'm going to add a little bit more blue to this white, and I'm going to paint the sea. So I've mixed those two colours together. I'm still using that 1/2 inch brush and I'm just painting this. Always keep loading your brush with acrylics because they can tend to get a little bit they break up a bit. So you've always got to keep sort of sweeping your brush across and getting more paint. So don't get frustrated with that. It's all part of the painting process, and enjoy it. I'm actually quite a fast painter, so this painting is in real time, but it just gives you a little bit of an example how to build up acrylic paintings, where to start for beginners. I'm using a little bit of brown and blue now with a touch of white, and I'm painting in some distant headland there, sort of blending it with a little bit of the sky sort of colour above and also a little bit of the sea below, so you get sort of soft fuzzy edge. And I just blended a little bit with my fingertips there as well, so it creates a little bit of distance. And I'm using a little bit of the brown now and the blue, and I'm sort of shaping in some rocks here with the 1/2 inch brush. The paint's slightly thicker and creamier because I want to give that sort of look and texture of rocks, so just enjoy that process. And now I've swapped to my palette knife. It's a really cheapy little palette knife. You can use a plastic one as well, and I'm just sort of creaming. It's like buttering toast almost, this, you know, I'm just creaming on this delicious paint, and I'm putting it in the rocks now, more in the foreground area as well, just to break up this seascape. And it's quite nice because when you put on paint with a palette knife, you can sort of rub it on, you can cream it on, you can create lots of different sorts of effects, which I'll be doing again later on this video, showing another way of using palette knives. So I'm actually using a bit of an ochre colour here, a touch of red, and I'm actually blending the paints onto the canvas. And I've swapped now to my flat large 1 inch brush just to really sweep on this colour, because remember, this is kind of our underpainting, so I just want to get the basic sort of shapes. I tend to work in acrylics large to small, so you want to put on those larger areas and then work dark to light, putting your darkest tones on, your mid-tones and your light tones. The exception is obviously when you're working in the sky, you'll need to use a little bit of white, but try to save your lights towards the end and try to avoid using white too much as well. with my 1/2 inch brush, getting plenty of paint and blending as I go. And I put a tiny touch of yellow in there just to give a little warmer yellow tone to the sky. And I'm just loading my brush again and putting in some more white just to make it look lighter as it goes towards the horizon, to give that little bit of depth. So even though it's abstract, this painting, I'm kind of introducing little bits still from nature, but then abstracting it so it's not photographic sort of type of painting. I've just blended that with my finger just to really blend in that sky. Always rinse off your brushes and acrylics. Make sure there's no paint left on the brush, because they can dry hard and it can ruin your brushes. I'm mixing up white and yellow here just to put a bit of light in the middle of the sea, and just to get all that paint on there. And I'm going back to the blue and adding a little bit more blue there. I don't mind if the yellow's in there, because I don't mind having a greeny blue sea. And I'm just sort of blending that colour now on the left hand side and now to the right, having nice lovely brush strokes, and again using my fingertips just to blend in those colours. You could, if you don't like doing that, you could still use your brush. I just quite like doing it, that's all. I've added a little bit more blue now, and I'm painting in this more foreground area of the sea and keeping it light in that centre area, using a touch more white, again blending. And I love that light. Look at that now, it's popped out, hasn't it now, the light in the sea. It's given it a little bit of composition, a bit of focal point there. And I'm actually now putting on some lighter rocks, using a little bit of white, touch of red, touch of brown, really mix it up a little bit so you've got those areas. And I've actually added a little bit of brown and red. I like to kind of really sort of be creative with the different colours there, and I'm really creaming this on here. So really use your imaginations, just go for it, you know, put your own sort of take on it. Even if you're a beginner, you can have fun with this. And so I'm actually just creaming on some more red and brown with touches of blue, bits of yellow, really just, these are all grasses. So I really want to get lots and lots of delicious colours here. And just to say, all the materials, all the equipment I'm using, and how to start off with anything you want to know about materials, I'll put a link in the description below. I've got a short video about the basic materials you need to start when you're acrylic painting, so check that out. I'm just creaming on some more paint now with my palette knife. Have to say, it feels really good. It is like buttering toast or icing a cake. It has that lovely feel to it. And now I'm using the tip of my palette knife to create some sort of marks and textures and pulling out the paint, as it were. And that's another way you can use the knife. The painting has completely dried, and I'm using those little wooden pegs you get to stretch the back of box canvas paintings, and putting on some ochre, sort of printing with it really. It's amazing the things you can find around the house to create texture with. And now I'm using a cut up old piece of store card, and I'm printing with this as well. It's to create grasses really, you know, blades of grass. Instead of fiddling around with thin brushes, you can actually print with different things, and I love doing it. And you can just put the paint straight onto the card like I'm doing there and print away, and use lots of different colours, orange, light greens, yellows, whatever you fancy. Just have fun with it. If you want to get some longer lines, you can actually use your palette knife, and I'm going to use the long edge of the palette knife there, and again, like the card, I'm printing with it, painting on the edge and then printing away. And it's really effective, and you get some really nice grasses, and you can do them in all sorts of different directions as well. And it is so much fun to do, and it's very abstract. And now one of my favorite things I love to do is spatter. You do have to water your acrylics down slightly, and I'm using the 1/4 inch brush and spattering with just pure white paint. As you can see, I always rinse my brushes out. Because the spatter went here and there, I'm just using my brush now just to clean a little bit up. So never worry, just wash it off if you need to, because the paint underneath is dry. And I'm just spattering a little bit more here on those right hand rocks to create a little bit more sea spray. And I'm just putting a little bit of white now into the water there, just to create a little bit of light in the water, and again blending with my fingertips. So I've actually masked out all the sea and all the sky. I just wanted to do a little bit, last bit of spattering in the foreground, just to finish off this sort of semi-abstract painting, and I'm using all the colours in my palette actually. I thought it'd be quite nice to put an orangey colour in there just to give it a bit of warmth, like almost like wildflowers on the cliff tops by the sea. I'm going a bit mad here. I actually made up some limey green, that's with some teal or turquoise with some yellow, and I've just gone mad with this lovely bright green just to kind of give the painting a little bit of pop. And I'm using the wooden peg just to put a few more highlights in the sea, just to give it a little bit more sparkle, because it is kind of the focal point, and using that to put a few little waves as well in that distant sea and just a touch in the foreground. I really hope you enjoyed this semi-abstract painting with palette knife, and I hope it's inspired you to have a go as well. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments section below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. If you like this style of painting and you want to see more, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get updates of my latest tutorials. Thanks again for watching. Happy painting. Bye for now.